Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sound Advice brought to you by Llumar Window Tint. And we are here live from the mothership at Audio Depot in Arlington, Texas. I'm your host, as always, John Schleipfer, and we are so very glad and happy and appreciative to have Mr. Michael Hepner from Memphis Cardio here, and Mark Sarge, and you'll have to pronounce your last name again.
Oh, it's a tongue twister, Schleipfer.
Schleipfer. Now, my last name is Schleipfer. So you beat me in this one, I think.
Yeah, growing up, being at school, they do the attendance, and they say the first name and last name would be all over the board, and I'd be like, I'm back here.
Yeah. My problem is if you switch the M sound with the H sound, it's bad. So then people just called me butt rot. So,
Damn.
They couldn't cuss in class, so they just, butt rot's here. Butt rot. I still go by butt rot 40 years later. I swear to God, it's funny. But
when it sticks with you, it sticks with you. I can't shake Sarge. I got the Sarge.
How did you get the
nickname?
Sarge?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I started doing this gig in the car audio industry in 1987. So I'm dating myself pretty hardcore. And
I was in college.
Yeah. Well, the company I was with at the time, they owned a big motor. It has nothing to do with military. So they owned a big motor coach touring bus, like this big MCI Prevost style bus, and we're cruising the Iasca World Finals from Illinois going down to Tempe, Arizona, and it was about 1, 2 in the morning, going through Iowa. Been snowing, ice on the roads, all that stuff, and I'm doing about 60, 65, trying to mind my P's and Q's, and then here comes this big old deer, like getting ready to cross the road, and I'm like going,
it's Iowa.
Oh, hell no. So, it's in the hammer lane, so I move over to the slow lane. It follows me to the slow lane, and I'm like, no way. So I move over to the fast lane. I hit that sucker so hard. Bounce it up in front of the bus.
Ooh.
I got a double tapper.
You did?
Yeah, that's when you hit it so hard, it bounces up in front of the bus, and it comes down again, and you get it the second time.
Yeah.
Ever since, they called me Sergeant Slaughter.
No, I didn't see that. That is the first time I've ever heard that story. I didn't see it coming.
I didn't.
I'm still butt rot. There is no story.
It is what it is.
You know what? I mean, my daughter just took out a coyote on the tollway, a couple, on July 4th of last year, and that was no bueno. I'll have to come up with a nickname later.
I've gotten owls. I've gotten multiple deer.
Yeah. Oh,
my biggest is a 14-point in Illinois.
Whoa.
Yeah. With a dually and an equipment trailer.
So I'm over here in Grand Prairie, just down the road, and we're coming back from the lake, and we're in this, got my 1994 Jeep Cherokee. I'm rocking the 4-cylinder, 2.0, going. And you see a dog chasing a goat, big old black goat. And the goat jumps on my hood, to get away from the dog that's going to kill it. And the goat goes smashing, into my windshield. The tooth hits the windshield and cracks the windshield. Doesn't faze the goat. The dog realizes this is a tough goat. I'm not going to mess with this goat. And the goat just goes jumping away and runs away. And then I'm left with a big old crack in my windshield. And that was the craziest animal I've ever hit, So
crazy,
yeah,
crazy
that was
stuff.
that was just unusual. But I don't have a double tapper, RV super bus story.
I wish it could have been something different, but
sure.
I can't lose it. I've had the nickname since then, and
hey, man,
I've tried.
It's okay. I'm like,
I've tried to roll with just.
I thought you were gonna say the bus rolled, and
no,
several members of Metallica died or something. I didn't know what was gonna happen on that deal.
Nothing that exciting, but it's all good though. Glad to be here.
Hey. Glad to have you. We are here talking about power sports from the king of power sports at Memphis Car Audio. I've been a Memphis dealer. You can see the poster. You can see the neon, and
we love it,
or the LEDs rather. And then I've been doing business with Mike for 15 to 20 years, something like that.
20 years.
Good long time. Yeah, couldn't be happier. And all the wire in this room is orange and black from you. Every bit of wire in this room that we when we put this baby together, OFC, oxygen-free copper, all that good stuff, and we're not here to say come and buy this radio, it's on sale. That's not what this show's about. This show's about just talking about the new cool stuff that's coming down the pike, and the current technology trends and everything like that. Education is the key. I don't need a salesperson. I need people that are on the sales floor that are friendly. And just say, like I told this guy today, I said, you know what, your system's, it's good enough as it is. You don't need to waste money to go and make a lateral move. Let's just put the base in your car. We do the right thing, and you'll have a customer for life. And that's the way Mike's always treated me, and you guys in Memphis have been great for years. So I'm just happy that we got you here, and it just couldn't have worked out better.
Well, that's awesome, and we're definitely glad to
lucky.
be here. And of course, we definitely appreciate your support, and
Absolutely.
definitely want to support those who support us. Everything from
cool.
our customers to our dealers, and
Sure enough.
industry friends and all that good stuff. And here to talk some cool stuff with you.
Cool stuff. So, speaking of cool stuff, you've got some amps that are sitting behind you, and feel free to dive in.
Definitely. We've the power sports side of things continues to grow. It's definitely an awesome segment. Whether it's watercraft, personal watercraft, whether it's motorcycle, whether it's UTV, whether it's golf cart. Audio has definitely taken a different direction. Back in the days, it was everybody was loading up their cars with everything, and that was great, and we loved it, and we all had a lot of fun. Doing that sort of thing. But things have kind of shifted in the world, and then power sports started to really grow. Even people that have RVs, they're toy haulers. They're just maxing them out with audio gear. So, Memphis is no different. We've been around since 1965. Company, I think we're the oldest car audio company in the United States.
Well, you guys had some stuff wasn't like the 4-track.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this company goes way back. Arthur Fulmer Company, yeah.
Actually, it goes all the way back to 1905.
Really?
When they started doing accessories and interiors for Model A's.
Wow.
So that's actually when the Arthur Fulmer Company started. And of course, Arthur Fulmer III, who's running, Memphis right now and has all of that. Third generation, of course, family owned, private company.
Yeah, nobody's doing it better.
No, and just a great job of stuff. And there again, we're no different. We follow the trends. We want to see what's going on in the marketplace, what's the cool stuff. So, we've definitely got involved in the power sports side of things. And, one of the cool things that we brought a lot of cool things to the market, from really, really cool sound bars to, cool plug and play kits with some really cool features and things of that nature. But as we continue to evolve our power sports kits, we've got this brand new amplifier that we just came out with. So we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing here on the show, which is a really cool amplifier. This is going to be an IPX66 rated amplifier, and it is just a really cool amplifier, and it is basically, the lifeblood of the, the system itself. You have to have a good amplifier, in your system.
Sure.
And this is going to be a 400 watt amplifier, 400 watts times 4, which is just a great, awesome amplifier. Very, very compact. For the power sports world, which is great. The fact that it'll handle all the elements to be outside, which is absolutely awesome as well. You can see here this really, really cool, nice compact size amplifier, which is just a great amplifier. Again, 400 watts times 4, it's definitely doing way more than that. So we definitely love this amplifier itself. You can see we've got a cover right here, which has all your controls underneath it. Of course, it's going to be your high pass, low pass, full range. And then, of course, you're going to have your either 2-channel or 4-channel mode, so depending on how you want to configure it. And then also you got your gain settings underneath there. And then, of course, underneath it, it has a rubber gasket, so everything seals real nice. As you can see here on the ends, it's sealed up real nice as well for those different elements, So when you're out there on your UTV, your golf cart, your motorcycle,
you're going to need it.
Whatever it is,
you're going to need that
it's
protection.
a very, very nice compact amplifier that works really, really well in our kits, which is really, really...
Now, you guys keep talking about these kits. These kits have been around for a little while, and they're pre-made for, say...
Polaris, for the Polaris machines.
But there's...
on the Polaris side of stuff, we have kits for the Rangers, for the Generals, for the XP, Pro XP, Pro R. Then for the Can-Am, on that side of things, we have it for the Defender, and we have it for the X3. And then currently we have kits for the Honda Talon. And then, of course, we're continuing to look at different applications as well as we see the different machines that come out to expand on that lineup. But that amplifier is a great amplifier that works in all those kits. Those come included in the kits, and then we have all of our good plug and play wiring harnesses that we have,
which is so important because
Excuse me.
if the customer doesn't live by a shop, they don't have to worry about it. They can get the pre-made kit, amp, harness, and everything.
And amplifier.
You do videos all the time.
I do videos, quite a bit, whether it's going to be unboxing or whether it's installation videos, things of that nature.
Which is really important.
Memphis Audio does have a YouTube channel, so people can go check it out, subscribe to it, like it. We would definitely appreciate that. And it's very, very helpful. Gives you a lot of information as to what we've got going on, what we have coming out, and then of course the installation videos, which makes it really, really nice, to get those installations done. So
it
definitely
makes
cool stuff.
Makes them, it could be the difference between them buying the kit or not.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's the way I've always felt about it.
Yeah, and we definitely, people work hard for their money, and we want to make sure that we're providing them a very, very superior, high quality product with all the information they're going to need. If they want to do the installation themselves, great. If they want to do it by an authorized Memphis dealer like yourself, we definitely recommend that as well. And we also even offer incentives when you guys do the installation. Where you have the ability to give an extra year.
The extra year warranty.
Bumps it from a 2-year to a 3.
Like with the PRX stuff, we used to do. We used to tell them, look, okay, you got 1 year warranty over the counter. If you take it and put it in install, but I can give you an extra, year on that. Just for letting us handle the problem.
Right.
We'll do it. It's going to be done right. We've always given a lifetime warranty on the labor, anyways.
That's cool.
But it's so nice to be able to give them that 2-year warranty, and they kind of they look at you like, oh, does that cost anything? No.
Yeah.
You actually get something.
It's customer service.
Bingo.
And in a world today where it seems like customer service continues to go away, we continue to provide customer service to our customers, to our dealers like yourself, so you can help your customers. So it's just a win-win. It's a great buying experience. I've always said, and there again, when you do have a little bit of a challenge or an issue with that, whether it's a product, whatever it may be, you always have a customer that comes in and is expecting the worst. And when he can
that's what's going on now.
Yeah,
that's exactly what's going on.
Leave with an experience that's absolutely stellar, and they're just like going, "What just happened?"
Yep.
They were able to take care of me. I had an issue with whatever it may be. I mean, we don't live in a 100% perfect world. No. Things happen. But what sets you apart is how you take care of those things when those issues come up. Yep.
And I bought a vehicle recently from a major car manufacturer. I'm not going to say who. And and I realized they didn't make the car. They're just the dealer.
Yeah.
So they gave me a loaner and everything, and I would go over there and I'd go, hey, how's the car going? I still don't have the car.
Oh wow.
It's been a week. And it doesn't really matter. I got a loaner, just like it. No big deal. Didn't inconvenience me, but I know that I'm always going to be able to count on them.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters to me, because we just, traded cars. And then tomorrow I'll trade back, get my other car.
That's awesome.
You don't know what somebody's made of until things go wrong.
Correct.
That's when you find out who you're dealing with, And we, and what I love about Memphis is that if I'm like, hey, tweeter blew, crossover messed up, or it's just DOA, switch is bad on the amp, Michael always goes, well, just give him a new one. And I'm like, okay.
Well, because the customer's standing in front of you.
Yeah.
And you're trying to take care of your
his customer just like it's my customer. 100%. Like he's standing next to me. 110% always backs me up. Never said no to me, not one time, no way, no how. Even if it was the customer's fault. He's like, don't worry about it, man. It's no big deal.
Yep.
We'll just it'll all wash out. It'll be fine.
Yep. Well, and that's some of the things that sets us apart as a company, and we're really excited about it.
The answer is always yes.
Yeah.
It's just simple. So you guys out there, if you ever need anything, you can always count on Audio Depot in Memphis.
That's awesome.
It's been proven time and time again, So
yeah, so there again, this is just a couple of cool things that we have. Absolutely. The amplifiers, and of course, if you want to double your power, we have the big boy right here. So this is 800.4. So you're pushing.
And that's a very small compact chassis.
Very, very small compact chassis, and you're looking at an amplifier that's going to be pushing almost 800 watts of power. Actually,
sure.
We guarantee it's definitely going to be 200 watts times 4.
Oh, sure.
Out of the gate, but you know how that goes. We definitely are very conservative on rating our amplifiers, so you're definitely going to get great
you're always
power.
Going to be probably a little bit more powerful, and that's cool because you've got speakers that can handle it. Doesn't matter.
Yep, without a doubt. And we've designed our amplifier mounting plates, whether it's on the power sports machines or the motorcycles, to adapt from the 400.4 actually to the 800.4.
The same plate?
Same plate.
Oh,
so if you got
I
a
didn't know
guy, if you got a guy,
I got a guy.
You got a guy.
I know a guy.
You know
knows
a guy that wants that power. He's definitely wanting to up his game or whatever. Guess what?
Well,
he doesn't have to go through this huge nightmare.
It's not major
Right.
surgery. It's like no.
It's not,
Unplug it. Here, let me walk over here, drop in the 800 and plug it back in.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be complicated. At the end of the day, let's face it. You and I sell smiles.
We sell happiness.
We sell
So
happiness.
a long time ago,
100%.
one of my buddies, Pete Daly, he came in here, and we were just going 100 miles an hour, and he said, "Hey, you know what we're doing? We're making people smile, and we're making them happy when they're driving to work and fighting the traffic and going to the doctor's appointment and picking up the kids and fighting the traffic and and sometimes I think it even helps with calming down the people that may have road rage. So." Turn your stereo up and stop with the road rage.
It could be, because my thing is,
therapy.
When I have the stereo turned all the way up, I can't hear him honking at me.
I don't know.
I don't know. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah, so amplifiers, speakers, and you guys have sound bars.
We have sound bars.
Yeah.
Right now we have a sound bar on the market. We launched it about 4 or 5 months ago.
Very impressive.
Very, very unique beast. I
Yes.
mean, this thing is a 35-inch sound bar, 400 watts total power. It is the only soundbar on the market that actually has a full-blown source unit in it. I'm talking 3-inch color screen,
So
AM, FM, weather band, USB input, auxiliary inputs. Now let's talk about the output section on it, and I'm pretty sure I probably missed a couple of inputs. We've got another zone output, so if you want to add another amplifier, another set of RCA. No, if you want to run some rear cans, you can add that 400.4.
Sure.
You've got RCA signal coming out, so you can add another amplifier. It has a remote turn on, so you're basically using that sound bar as your stage.
So no more
source
plugging
unit.
in the phone and dealing with it. You can just put on FM, but if you want to, it's there. Yeah.
100%. It's EQable. So all the channels, zone 1 is the bar, zone 2 is your additional output. It has its own subwoofer out, RCA subwoofer out.
So this is a full-blown radio.
Oh, it's a full-blown,
when you get right down to it.
And we're just getting to it. I mean, and it has an RGB controller built into it, so if you add more speakers, like, at Memphis, and this has been a proven fact, the more RGB lights that you have in your speakers and amplifiers, the more power it puts out, the more volume you will get, the more performant.
This is true.
Ask Nick LaMonaco. You can look
Nick's
that
gonna
up.
Get a phone call.
You can
There's
look
a guy
that up.
on
There's a
TV
guy.
and he keeps saying stuff, and is it true that if I put RGB lights, it's going to be louder? Nick's going to go,
telling you.
I'm going to kill you, John. I'm going to kill you so hard.
Hey, it might not be louder, but you're going to look way cooler.
Well, I thought you were going to say it's safer because they're going to
Well,
see
it
you
could
coming.
be. Well, I don't know. It could be. So you got the RGB controller.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the ultimate cool factor on it. It has a video input. So
Yeah,
it
this
is
is
the
the
only
best thing I've
sound bar
seen.
that has a video input to where you can utilize that screen, that 3-inch color screen, as a backup camera. We got a trigger wire on it. So if you have backup
You guys
lights,
don't have backup cameras, do you?
those will be coming shortly.
Oh, I knew it.
Yes, they will be coming.
Nobody told me. I just.
They're in the works right now. They're in the works. So not only do we have the trigger wire, but we also have the button right on the front of the radio.
So you can just hit it.
You just hit it and the camera comes on.
Wow.
So I mean, just so much stuff.
And it's
packed
smart.
into this.
It's like solution after solution after solution.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet,
So it's
sweet
like,
deal.
everybody out there had a sound bar and it's kind of like, what are we
What's
going to
wrong
come
with
out
that
with?
soundbar? Oh, it needs the capability for video screen. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're smart about it. We definitely made sure that we did, our homework, and we've got some patents pending on it to make sure that we, we're securing that, that concept in the marketplace. And it's really cool. It's just a really cool sound bar.
It makes total sense.
Yeah, I have one personally in my General,
and you have one in your car, right? Or you have one as well, right?
We definitely are. It's definitely very, very cool.
So
very cool. So we got that going on. We're getting ready to launch our new kit for the Pro XP and the Pro R. So those kits will be launching here within the next 30 days. So we're really, really excited about that.
And how, in general, how is the supply chain? Okay?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We just went through Chinese New Year, so there's some challenges there.
That's like a 2-week period?
Yeah, so there's a little challenges there, and there definitely is, still that whole COVID thing that's lingering overseas,
it's
over
still,
the pond. And let's face it, I'd say 99.9% of all of us as companies get our stuff, from overseas.
Sure.
Of course, it is all designed and engineered here in the United States. Which we've got some great engineers, great designers that do a phenomenal job. Shout out to Brad Dietrich.
I don't
great
think
guy.
I've met Brad.
Brad's awesome.
Did I ever go with you guys at CS? I mean, it was you and John and I would go down to the floor, and did anybody else? And then I met Nick years ago.
Yeah, I think you met him at SEMA. Or,
Probably at SEMA.
Or
Probably
CES,
CES. Probably CES, yeah. Sounds familiar.
Could be. Yeah, great guy.
Yep.
And I have a great relationship with him. We talk almost on a daily basis because I'm in the field. And you see a lot of different things, you know, and you want...
Well, you guys are busy. Yeah.
100%. We are busy.
Rock and roll.
We are nonstop busy, I mean... I can't even tell you all the places I've been. After I finish up this trip, I'll be home for the weekend, and then next week I'll be in Michigan.
Oh, really?
Up seeing people. Yeah, I mean, you got to get out, see people, let them know what's going on, let them know what Memphis is all about.
Absolutely.
It's definitely, how do I want to say it? It's a company that's out there that's almost one of the best kept secrets. It's
sure
kind of been
it's
out
like
there.
I didn't know until Mike came in one day. This is like 2006, 2007. Came in and I was like, oh, I've heard of this. Okay, cool. And he's like holding all these different products. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we'll get back to you. And then I didn't do anything at that particular moment. But the second time Mike came in, it was like, you know what? I really like this guy. And that was the whole reason I did it, is because of him.
Nice.
He was just so
great guy.
It was no pressure. He's just making sense, which is what you're still doing. It's just making my decision easier because there's no downside. There's no objections. It all seems to fit into a really well thought out pattern.
Yeah,
it works well.
I'm going to make Mike blush here.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something. One of the best compliments one could have in this industry and in the field is when you run into reps from other manufacturers. They're your competitors.
Oh, they are.
They are 100% your competitor. And they go, you know something? When I was a dealer, Mike Hepner was my rep. And he was absolutely, bar none, the best rep I have ever had. And something, that guy is just absolutely top notch. And when you hear that, it's phenomenal.
Again.
It's great. And I'm proud to be a part of this team, to be able to work with guys like Mike, and out here and just doing what we do. You blushing yet? You're kind of a little red right there. Oh, look at this. Gonna do a cameo to Mike. Oh, there he is. All right,
man. Yeah, we.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I mean, it is a family.
Yeah, 100%
From the
a
top
family.
down. It's not like these other companies where it's the faces are changing all the time, and the guys are this is a recycled guy that moved on and came back or whatever. And I'm very lucky. I'm close by the DFW area, right in the middle, and a lot of the reps live in this area. Mike lives in this area, and so I get spoiled.
And it's awesome. It's awesome to be able to have the support from these guys. And I can honestly say, you said some of these guys that have been recycled and some of that, I actually left a major corporation to come to work for Memphis just because, after having some conversation with Nick and of course with Brad, and kind of getting the roadmap of what these guys are doing and what they're looking to do and the road they're going down and all that sort of stuff. And then of course it being a private company, family run company, it was just, such a great opportunity to be part of this team, and learned a lot from a lot of the other companies that I've worked for.
Sure.
But, I'm definitely that kind of guy that, is a lot more personable.
Sure.
And, I like that family atmosphere, which is awesome.
I've been to a lot of trainings. We've been to a lot of trainings.
Right.
And, there have been, Sean Spedding, great guy. All these guys I know, they're wonderful, and they always the good guys land at companies that actually try really hard to look at things from my point of view, the other side of the table. They're not just coming in here. Okay, you're going to save a percentage point if you buy X amount percentage point. I get the math. I don't need you to read me the math. I understand the math. What I need to know is what is in your pocket. What can I get from you guys that's going to make that customer comfortable, It's gonna outperform what their expectations. You know how
Yep.
it is. And then it's gonna be easy for my guys in the back to understand and install, and then it won't be a boomerang. It won't keep coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's gotta be high quality, and that's what this is. Let's face it. You know, you wouldn't have come here to be in Memphis without it. You know.
Right. Oh, definitely.
There's just no doubt about it. I just don't have problems. You know. And we did a SRX 75.2 or 150.2 the other day in one of my best friend's boats. Okay, he had a lot of problems with this boat. We ended up selling him, box, subs, speakers, and then the amp. And nobody else had that amp, but you guys did. You know, I was looking around like, man, I know who's got an amp that'll fit this perfect.
There you go.
And it was like I always go back to that solution. So Vince now is ready to go to the lake.
Nice.
He's pumped, and he doesn't really need me to do anything on his boat because he's a service manager at a major dealership. Doing car audio is his hobby, but he always lets me do it.
Nice. Nice. How's that song go? I got 99 problems, but my Memphis amp ain't one.
There you go.
Exactly.
So he came back and got some more stuff and everything, and we made a nice custom board, put it underneath
Nice.
the deck and everything. I don't know if you know Taylor. You remember Taylor, don't you?
I don't remember.
Really tall, skinny kid. He came from New Jersey to work for me.
Yeah,
So he was doing it on Saturday, and so it was like, I know what I can do, and so I got that amp. Worked out great. Got him into the got everything installed properly and everything, and Vince doesn't have to come here. He lives in Burleson, 30 minutes away. He's at all these different dealerships all the time. He's a mechanic by trade, and he can do anything with anything. But he just feels comfortable coming here, and that's because all these years when he had a problem car, I fixed it.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
that was the thing, and we were always able to keep the price right because he's
Yeah.
all about the price, and everybody is. I mean, all the COVID money's gone. All that money got spent.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? We were
Yeah.
all super busy for about 2.5 years, just ridiculously busy.
Oh, yeah. What I like to say is we've come back to 2019.
That's what I say.
100%.
That's all it is. I mean,
it's 100%.
I'm
You
having
can't take those
Yeah.
2.5 years. That's like,
It's
sorry,
an
that was
anomaly.
great, but guess what? We need to go back to
Reality.
where we ended up at 19
sure.
and go from there.
And a lot of companies just use that as an excuse, and they didn't come up with these sound bars. They didn't come up with the cool, 3-inch screen with the backup camera, built-in heading. I mean, and you would think, well, what were they doing for 2 years?
During COVID, 2.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, we developed 23 new products. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
You guys must have been
23
slammed.
23 new products during
Holy
COVID.
crap! Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. And of course, that soundbar was one of them, along, with the new amplifiers, the MX
Mm-hmm.
amplifiers, so many other things. But yeah, that just blew my mind.
That does.
We just didn't sit on our thumbs
No.
and just,
I mean,
they
a
were
lot of-
just cranking away.
A lot of times I'd call for customer service, and due to COVID, nobody's here. Leave a message, we'll call you back, and then they wouldn't. But I could get a hold of you guys.
Yeah.
It seemed like more of a common sense approach, I guess. You got to work to get paid, so let's get to work.
Yep.
That's cool, man. 23 new products.
23 new products. Yeah.
That's out of sight, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
a
very
lot.
exciting.
Yeah, it's impressive. So, speaking, what else we got going on? There's other stuff behind you there. We got.
Well, let me see. This
What was
is
that?
this
What-
has been
that-
around for a little bit.
That's
These are
what you were
actually
talking. That's what Mike was talking
Yeah,
about.
these
Okay,
are actually pretty cool. These are our MXA Link 2s. And what these little guys are is it's a linkable module that you get 2 of them in a package, and you could set them either to transmit or receive. So if you've got a boat and your buddy has a boat and you all want to play the same music,
wow.
you put one of these on the input side of your boat, and he hooks this up to the output side, and as long as he's in transmit mode and you're receive mode, you're playing the same music he is.
What's
Both
the range on
boats. Range on this is 250 feet.
Oh, that's plenty, man. That's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Dude.
So, I
you
mean-
could be on the farm cruising around. You could be at the.
I got guys.
Lake and,
Yeah, I
and
got
two
guys that are
boats,
using
you know
these
what I
in
mean? Just-
UTVs.
Oh,
I got
man.
guys
a
that are
whole
using them.
convoy of UTVs.
Yeah.
all
Oh
put
yeah.
together.
Can you chain more than 2 together?
Yeah, I think
that
you can
was my
chain up to
question.
10. Is it up to 10?
I think it's more than that, but
Could be.
at least 10.
Could be. I don't have that many friends.
You've got some homework.
Yeah, I don't have that many friends, so you can't quote me on
I
that.
have no
you know,
friends.
it's
I will
all
be
good.
leaving now. I need.
I
to get some
travel too
drinks.
much. I travel too much. That's my thing, which is good
Oh,
though,
yeah.
because all my friends are out on the road. So meeting
Well,
folks like yourself.
yeah, but that's
you know
cool,
this
'cause we're
fine
friends
gentleman
now.
here.
Hey,
but,
hey.
There you go. Yeah.
This guy's one of the good guys.
Well, I'm
keep
trying.
going.
What else do I got?
I
behind
got you
me?
fajitas, but
Well,
you didn't
that's
even
the
eat
other
them.
No. He took me to. We
Where'd
went
you
to the Olive Garden.
Oh, this stuff's so much better than Olive Garden, and I love the Olive Garden.
You know, but I've got rules for the road.
Oh, here they are.
You know, there they are. I do
There
have
it
rules.
is.
Oh, there we go. We'll
Yeah.
go this one in after the rules for the road. I got rules for the road to where, you know, my wife kind of gives me credit about that as well. She says, why don't you venture out? And I'm just like going, well, because if you stay with something that's consistent, it's not the best and it's not the worst.
Right.
When you go outside of that realm and you're like, okay, I'm going to go to Joe's Cantina, you're
Yeah.
throwing the dice and you
Man,
just
you
don't
don't
know.
know.
You don't know, you know?
You,
So,
you
I mean,
could really have a
you
problem.
got to stick with what you know. So I definitely, you know, did the whole, you know, sticking with that consistency. Diving into consistency.
Here we go.
Look at these. We got these new guys
Man.
too. Personal audio. We do earbuds. So we have
Now,
those. Those
my
are
wife
earbuds.
loves. You know that my wife loves those Memphis earbuds, right?
Those things
She's
are awesome.
Freaking loves them.
Look at this. Look at this, man. Lighten up
Ooh,
LED.
we like- and you got the USB, the aux, and the what is it? Three.
Use it to charge your phone.
It's
The
it's
3.5.
3.5,
You've
and
got
then
to
you
charge it up, and
USB.
then the USB, and then yes, you can. This will have 15 hours of battery life in it, and you can also use this as a power supply or a battery pack to charge your phone.
And then
Excuse
this.
me.
Okay, so we got
And it's
green.
pairing. You can.
Yeah, you can pair them together.
Oh,
so you can
nice.
have two
that
of
makes
them.
sense.
Well, let
many?
me tell you something even better about the pairing.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you just have one, of course, it's a Bluetooth speaker,
Yep.
loud, and you can play your audio.
Mhm.
If you have two, you know, it's even louder because there's two.
Mm-hmm.
But what's more important is you have left and right.
Stereo.
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember that. Remember you told me
Yes.
about
I
that.
was
Yeah.
like, that was the thing that sounded.
Oh,
so
because
good.
and the way that the reason that's important, and this gets into the recording and producing the engineering process, the part of the song on the left is not exactly the same as the part of the
No.
song on the right. Certain songs have drums coming out of just like the right front channel, or if you're in a car, you may have a noticeably different sound coming out of the front left compared to the right
Right.
rear, because what they do is they make it seem larger and more of a not headroom, but the staging is stretched. So what's
Oh.
going? Uh-oh.
Look at this.
You got them both paired together.
Did
Yep.
you get hooked up?
Now they're playing stereo.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And that's these guys.
That's those guys. These are the M flows. They are available in black and blue.
And you can hang them off your ear. Wow, there you go, man. I like the color and everything.
Oh yeah.
You can tell there's a difference between what's coming out of this one and that one.
Right?
Wow, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, very cool product.
Very cool.
Now we just introduced these at SEMA, so and these are shipping. Really cool
Nice.
part.
You just said you wanted one.
Again, something different, something unique.
Oh man, you could put that. And this is I always think of the college student, with the limited shelf space. And they
Oh,
just
yeah.
put one on this side of the room, one
And
on
you
that
remember
side.
how you used to have to corner load them to get
Oh,
any
yeah,
bass
yep.
response out of them with the
No.
radiators on them? Those
Oh
things.
man, this thing I was
Put 'em
getting
in the middle of my
serious
band and
bass.
they sound great.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
jam. They jam. I love, man, when
They
I go
do.
on vacation, I take one with me, and it's great. Hey, I love music everywhere I go. So.
Absolutely, that's
Yep.
what most everybody in this business. We're all heavy into
Right.
our own like playlists and years of having going to concerts and stuff like that.
Oh, without a doubt.
I had a guy in here today. He was a sound engineer for like the Rolling Stones, Iron Maiden, everything. He set up Robert Plant with a recording studio for practice purposes over
Oh,
here
that's
in
cool.
Dallas, and he could tell you all sorts of stories. And he has the most discriminating tastes. And I'm constantly doing stuff to his stereo.
Wow.
Yeah, he was real sick for a while, and when he just got back from the hospital, and so today we just we kind of got together for the first time, and that's a true audiophile.
Yep.
Okay, and for him to come to me and to keep coming back to me, what a compliment.
That's
you know?
great. Oh, without a doubt.
Oh man,
that is awesome.
that's my favorite customer, because I'm learning from him, because we talk about, we were talking about left and right and everything, but we're also talking about spatial relations and how, like, it almost, if you close your eyes, you think the drummer's in the middle of the room, but actually it's the effect of the DSP combining things. Cymbal comes out of this, like say the cymbal would come out of that speaker, but the bass drum and snare would come out of this one, to make you feel like, and I always talk about being on the stage with the band. And if you can do that, like what just happened here, man, if you can do that for your customer, they're going to love you for life.
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
And he teaches me things all the time. It's so cool.
Well, that's the cool thing about life. It's all about experiences.
Oh, yeah, man.
And that's what we're doing. We're creating those experiences. When somebody goes out and buys a Harley, somebody goes out and buys a boat, somebody goes out and buys an RV, somebody goes out and buys a UTV.
Tony, who just got here a minute ago, the guy that just walked in a minute ago, Tony, we've done his Harley, we've done his, what did he have, a Prius and all this other stuff. And he loves Memphis because his colors are orange and black like Harley.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's so that, I don't know if you guys knew how important colors are to people these days. We got the LEDs, but it's all about, I don't know, man, like enhancing the effect. People are now, they have tattoos.
Well, they have a look.
But they're into more than just, hey, my stereo's loud. It's a whole experience.
Yes.
They want to go to that show. Yeah, like Taylor Swift doesn't just stand there like Joan Baez did 50 years ago. She doesn't just stand there.
She creates an experience for her audience.
Yeah, there's so many levels going on with not only the video and everything. And if you can, like I don't even know how many LED kits I've done on Harleys with the Memphis kits.
Yeah, those are awesome.
They are, and it's really a safety thing first, but then it becomes this really cool. Like I'm gonna have more lights than you.
Well, it becomes when they build these things, whether it's a UTV, whether it's a Harley, whatever. They want to customize them and have that individuality.
Yeah, personalization.
100%. It's that personalization, that individuality of this is what I like, this is who I am, this is what I like to do. The colors, I like, the orange and black.
Do you guys remember the Kia Souls with the mice?
Oh yeah,
and that everybody just loved that car, and it was all about the LEDs around the speakers.
Yep.
So we were able to leave that intact and take all the stuff out, because I bought 2 Kia Souls, and the first question was, well, am I going to lose my LEDs? Nope. What it's in the door. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. We got it.
Yep.
And so you cannot mess with anybody's stuff.
No.
You have to only make it better.
Yep.
And don't move anybody's cheese in the fridge, man. You're going to lose a hand.
No,
come on now.
Definitely.
So we're not doing just power sports. We're doing the LEDs now. We're doing the whole almost like everything's got to be DSP'd to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of it's going down that road.
It's getting heady.
And we've got DSP that'll work in a boat.
That's right.
Marine DSP. So you're seeing a lot of that stuff. So
man.
You're seeing a lot of these guys that are definitely more on the audiophile side, more of the tweaky side, that are putting DSPs in their Harleys. And we got a very, very robust line of products, including DSPs. Harley kits, including 6x9 bag lids.
We've done those bag lids. Remember, we've done tons.
Gotcha. Well, we've got the brand new ones that came out that have the dual tweeter bridges on them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so those are just launched. Those are going to be shipping here. I'm going to say the 1st of June.
But your shipping's good. Everything seems to be getting when it's supposed to, or pretty darn close. Because for
there
years
are some things that are in such high demand that it's
Remember,
it's
just the turns,
like those 8-inch
That's
woofers
all.
you were calling me about.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh my God, we got woofers.
You need to get them while we got them.
Yeah.
It's a demand thing. That's
there's
the thing
that,
too. It's a demand thing.
Everybody's preaching doom and gloom. Oh my gosh, inflation, interest rates, and all this other stuff, but they keep buying.
Yep. This is true.
And which is good in one respect. You don't ever want to see a depression or even a grand recession. You only want to see, a balance. Like people can have a pretty good job and still have some money left over after they pay their bills to buy the toys. And this is what we're just selling toys here, man. We're selling
that's
fun.
What people live for.
And what's the point of having a job if you can't have some crank
those
it up
life
fun.
Experiences again. It goes back to those experiences.
Oh yeah, man. Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
So we're gonna have a psychology class later, so don't worry about it. Just come back.
It's good.
We'll get everybody's spirits up.
Yeah.
We'll get you back to level.
All right. Well, we are going to do some Facebook Live stuff here in a minute.
Nice, I like it.
We have more stuff, so stay tuned. We'll be back here in a little bit with the Sarge. I always say the Sarge with Sarge. Slaughter, is that what it was?
No, it's just Sarge. Slaughter's not in it, so we just
Take
go
off
straight
that
with
one
Sarge.
and go like that.
Yep.
I had no idea you were going that way. It was like left turn.
A lot of people don't. It just happened.
It's okay.
Anything between the lines is fair game.
This is true. Don't get in front of him and he's driving down the road in Iowa when it's icy. God forbid.
Fact.
Okay. Well, if you guys get a chance, come out to Audio Depot, check out the Memphis stuff, get your windows tinted. Llumar window tint is the best, in my opinion, and we will help you out with all that. It's got lifetime warranty. There are so many nice things. It's memphiscardio.com. You can check out the motorsports. You can check out cardio. Everything's there for you. As usual, it is the net. So without
YouTube page?
you guys have a YouTube page?
Yep, check that out.
I forgot about that, yeah. Facebook.
Yep, Memphis
You
Audio.
guys have Twitter? You gotta do
We got the Twitter, we got the Instagram,
Just,
all that fun
Poshmarola.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that does it for us on Sound Advice. You guys have a great evening and drive careful.